Hi, everybody. I'm Gloria Moraga, political woman. Thanks for being here. It is Wednesday, April 8th, 2025. And today, MAGA Mike, Speaker Johnson, is looking, at least he has been looking, to vote on the Senate-approved budget resolution.
In this vote, the yeas are 51, the nays are 48. The concurrent resolution, as amended, is adopted.
Now, that Senate vote was 51 to 48. All Democrats voted against it. 2 Republicans joined them. Now, what that vote did was it sent a reconciliation package to the House. If the House passes it, that would unlock the reconciliation process in the Congress, and that means the Republicans could pass this budget, this Trump MAGA budget, without having to worry about a filibuster. So it would just be a simple majority vote. And what Republicans are aiming to do is they want to have those tax cuts for the rich. They want tons of money for border funding. A lot of it is going to go to other countries because they're spending a fortune flying immigrants, to El Salvador. I don't know how this happened, but also to build prisons here. So a lot of private companies would really benefit from these billions that they're going to pass for border security. And also energy policy, Trump today pushing coal and slamming windmills and not making any sense whatsoever, as usual.
I don't want him to work. I actually said, don't work on it. Between that and windmills, you can have windmills too. Most expensive form of energy ever. Anybody have a windmill by your house? Congratulations, you'll never sell your house. And today I signed historic executive orders to unleash coal production to the highest levels ever. Because, coal is the most powerful thing. We have more of it than any. We have more liquid gold under our feet, oil and gas, and we have more coal than any other country. No other country has as much as we have. All different forms of coal. And take a look at China. They're building 2 coal plants a week. Think of that, 2 a week. We are screwing around with wind. Oh, wind. These people are crazy. They say, oh, it's great for the environment. Yeah, it kills all your birds. You want to see a bird cemetery? Walk under a windmill sometime. Got birds all over the place. They're screaming for help. They got whacked. The environmentalists, it's an environmental dream. You know why? Because you're never going to have energy. They're the most expensive form of energy there is. 10 times more expensive than clean natural gas. 10 times much more expensive than coal. And they're very unreliable. Like if they wanted to watch us tonight on television, Alice, I want to watch the president tonight. I'm sorry, darling, but the windmills aren't blowing.
Yeah, that was just the windmill on and on. He talked about how great coal is, how clean coal is. Yeah. Now, right now, the speaker has been asking Republicans to fall in line, and the White House has begun making calls. Those are the threatening calls to House Republicans, according to sources. And Democrats have been trying valiantly, but failing, to protect Medicare, Medicaid, and food programs for the poor. Here's some of that debate.
But today, we can't afford programs that keep kids and seniors from going hungry? When is enough enough?
If we keep making these cuts, we're going to harm people that are already hurting. People are already struggling out there. We're already struggling. We need these programs invested in, not divested from. And for what? To give cuts to rich people, to billionaires, while all of us suffer. It's not right.
Something else Democrats were trying to do is to protect veterans.
He has the obligation. He took the oath to put veterans before Elon Musk, to put veterans before savings to finance tax cuts for the billionaires, to put veterans first, always. And that's the reason that I have introduced a measure called Putting Veterans First, that would reverse all the firings from the VA. It would reverse all the firing of veterans from the federal workforce. It would provide rights of appeal, the right to an individualized performance rating before someone is fired, not the videos or the mass firing that have been used. And it would protect the privacy of veterans.
So yeah, the way the cuts are coming, it looks like food programs for children and the elderly would go, and that protection for veterans failed, so that's not going to happen. And the Democrats and the Republicans would just get to pass this budget without Democratic support at all. Because it is a budget resolution and there aren't a lot of details. All this resolution does is set the parameters of how much in tax cuts, how much in spending cuts, and how much in extra spending is going to be approved by Republicans only. So let me just give you some numbers and some facts. $5 trillion in new tax cuts, mostly for the rich. Yeah. And big business. $14 trillion, ready, in new deficits over 10 years. Our debt would go up from $36 trillion to $50 trillion. Pentagon spending would top $1 trillion in 2032. And this plan would increase the debt limit by $5 trillion. So it raises the debt ceiling. What happened to Republicans? Anybody? And $150 billion extra for defense spending. And get ready for this one, $175 billion for immigration enforcement. But that also means the money they've been hemorrhaging to fly immigrants down to El Salvador and build new facilities and prisons to house immigrants in. So that's why we're not going to be able to afford Head Start or food programs for children or Meals on Wheels for the elderly. I have some numbers on how much the deficit increases, but I'll save it for another time because I've just had about enough of this. I've had about as much fun as I can stand. I'm Gloria Moraga, political woman, budget nerd, and I do want to say that Johnson wants to get this vote out of the way before they break for Easter. However, as you know, I mean, if those of you who follow me, I usually record these the night before I post, and I do it late, and then I edit in the early morning hours because it's really quiet and it's easier to edit. So I'm going to be up tonight at midnight, and tonight at midnight, the tariffs hit, Trump's tariffs. So the markets in Japan and in other places are going to be feeling it. And tomorrow, Wednesday, today, see how crazy I am, might not be the day for MAGA Mike to be able to get all of the Republicans to get in line behind him and Trump. Trump spoke at a Republican dinner Tuesday night, and there was a lot of silence when he was making his little jokes and stuff. So, I mean, I wasn't there, but I listened to the whole thing, and wow. So, stay tuned. I'm Gloria Moraga, Political Woman. Please subscribe. Please follow me on TikTok, as long as it's there, and here on YouTube. I need your support. Thank you.
Madam President, Donald Trump has betrayed the American people. Tonight, Senate Republicans joined him in that betrayal. If Republicans ever chose to snap out of their Trump hypnosis for even a minute, they could immediately use this Senate procedure to halt the tariffs, halt DOGE, halt all of Donald Trump's chaos. They know deep down his policies are a disaster, but instead, Senate Republicans are chaining themselves to the MAGA anchor and leaping into the ocean. But for all their difficulty in passing this bill over the past week, the hardest part for Republicans is still in front of them. They're going to even have more trouble in the weeks ahead. Republican obeisance to Donald Trump's increasingly unpopular agenda will cost them dearly in the future.